boring you, Carol?
No, you're not boring me. I was just relieving stress. Now, Charlie, as we were talking about the other day, I'd like to continue our lessons.
You mean lectures?
Yes, our lectures. I like the way you put that.
I hate lectures, especially when you do them, Carol.
Why are you being so mean to me? I feed you, I clothe you.
And you make me do my homework. Oh, no wonder.
Oh, come on, you have to do your homework. Well, anyway, the reason that light sucks in space is because it can be no other way. Because light makes up matter. Matter is light. And matter, we know matter sucks in space. In fact, Einstein, I don't understand his equations, okay? I'll admit that. Because I can't find them anywhere. I'm not at the library, and I'm too busy making money trying to get to the library to look it up and blah, 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 blah.
Ah! Excuses. Gotcha.
The reason light sucks in space is because when it's in a trapped halo, it's matter. And matter sucks in space. In fact, the way you calculate the diameter of a halo is that it generates the amount of gravity needed in order to suck its mass into the circle. You see what I'm saying?
I like Einstein's way better.
What I'm saying is that in order to match reality, the only way that matter can create gravity is if it's sucking in space at an accelerated rate. Now, I'm not going to attempt to explain the equations here. It's not that they're difficult, but I have to have a blackboard for that, and I'll do that another day.
You're just trying to weasel out of it.
No, I have the equations, but just take my word for it.
I always do, don't I? I fake it.
So, matter sucks in space. Well, but if matter is light waves going around in a little circle, then light must suck in space.
Do you know that for a fact?
No, I don't know how to measure it either. But if you could somehow measure, like if you had a real thick, fat, energy-rich, dense laser, you know, like, okay, here's the laser, okay? Here's the laser. And it's shooting through space. And then you have a single photon that you shoot over here. I bet you anything it would curve a little bit towards that laser because all of these light waves are sucking in space, okay? Now, you have to have an awfully big laser to run that experiment.
Yes, you would. Very big. Kind of like a macho laser.
Yes, a macho laser. But if you're a light wave, and indeed you suck in tiny little amounts of space, and it's because you're creating space. Light, space, and time co-create each other, as does consciousness. Those four things all co-create each other. Well, so a light wave actually creates space, because you can't have one without the other, and that's like, you have to think about that for a year in order to get it, okay? So if you've never thought about it, don't worry. Just keep thinking about it, and in a year you'll get it, okay? Or maybe you might get it in a minute if you're really smart. Yeah, smarter than you. Yes, that's exactly what I meant. So, if it sucks in space, then here's your light wave. In the big beginning, it collides, and it makes a nice little light halo, and it's sucking in space. That's what's happening, and so space is being sucked in, so anything sitting in space doesn't see it's moving, but it's moving because its space that it exists in is being sucked in towards that light wave that's going in a little circle. And the only reason that we see that matter creates gravity, but we don't see light creates gravity,
yes, why is that? I'm very curious about that.
is because matter is like so condensed full of light, you know? Light waves are all trapped, and they're all close together, you know, and they're dense, and so they create, so you see the effect, okay?
Yeah, you got a point. Keep going.
Well, thanks for being so nice.
Hand off.
Now, whereas light, when you see light, it's sort of like dispersed in the universe. It's like, you know, not real close together. It's just like floating around, a little photon there, and you just don't see the effect. Unless
you can make that mega laser. Let's try to build one. Oh, I just love doing stuff like that.
Oh, all of a sudden you're interested in science now because you want to build a mega laser.
Yes, exactly. I'd like to shoot my teacher with it.
Oh, how dare you even suggest such a thing?
You think it'd be dangerous?
Yes, it would. It would probably burn anything it touched. That's why you would have to do the experiment way out in space, beyond Jupiter.
Oh, are you going, I hope?
No, I'm not. I would send someone else.
Not your son?
No. Someone that just wants to do this, like an astronaut, someone that doesn't care about their life.
Careful what you say. You're not going to get any volunteers.
Do you have any other questions before we close the lecture?
Yes, I do. In fact,
it better be about the lecture.
Let me think. Let's see. What is my question? Let me see. Let's see. I had a question.
Oh, what's that?
Light waves. If they really do make up matter.
Yes? Sounds like it's going to be a good question. Go ahead, Charlie.
How can they repel each other?
Now, that is a good question, Charlie. I'm proud of you.
Well, don't think anything about it. I cheated.
What do you mean?
I read your journal.
You read my journal? Well, I'll tell you the answer. It's too complicated to discuss.
Yeah, you're just weaseling out again.
No, really. I'll try to explain it, but you really have to see the drawings. I guess I could flash the drawings on the blackboard. Yes. Scoot over so we can show. All right. Now, if you have streamlines of space-sucking flux drawn around a light halo, and then you have another light halo next to it, which, are technically particles of matter. The smallest particles of matter are light halos.
Is that something?
No, I've been saying that all along. I just never stated it in words. Well, if you take the two with their streamlines and you bring them closer and closer together, you'll find that they do repel each other, because if they don't repel each other, they will form, what's that word, when like it goes to infinity? The space flux goes to infinity? Incongruities or blah, blah, blah. What is that word? Okay, put the word in here.
Oh, is that what they form? Yes, what is it?
Infinite, points.
Shut up. You're on the go.
Anyway, that's what happens, and so as a result, they must repel each other in order for reality to make sense. Yes, that happens a lot of times in the world.
I think the batteries are used up. So we're going to have to wrap it up.
No, there's plenty of battery left. I just put in new batteries.
Then why is it flashing? Why is it flashing? Why is it